What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, everybody's good out there. It's your boy Cuffin and Dip coming at you guys with another one. So, hopefully, everybody's good out there, man. And it's been a weird market, you know what I mean? Excuse my ratchetry, you know what I mean? As far as how I'm dressed right this second, didn't feel like getting dressed. Been trying to get this setup together for quite some time, and it seems like it's coming together. So, I'm a little bit excited. So, just came directly on. So, bear with me, guys. But of course, as usual, guys, we definitely do have the co-host in the building, guys. So if you didn't know already, we got Grind Time in the building. What's going on, Grind Time? How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. Had a nice, relaxing weekend. I'm ready to jump back into this busy week. How about yourself?
Man, same. Can't complain. And if anybody can out there, please let me know how you guys are doing with the audio. We do want to make sure that the audio is coming through clearly. So we'll take a couple seconds, you know what I mean? Brief moment of silence to try to see that. And I'm actually going to listen in on my phone. So excuse me really quick. All right, we're coming through on both mics, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident about it, so we can go ahead and move forward. So everybody's feeling good, man. It's been an interesting everything. Just to be honest, you know what I mean. The market has been really finicky. It's been up and down. We've kind of been tracking the up and down motion of the market, and just as a whole, I feel like that we've been looking at some interesting trends lately. You know what I mean? So just to pull that up, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So we're sitting right now at a $2.7 trillion market cap right now for cryptocurrency globally right now. So that's not too bad, especially we since we were on our way down to a what is it? We were on our way down to almost a $2 trillion market cap if we would have kept losing volume like that. We're still not out of the water just yet. I know a lot of people think that we may be out of the water right this second, but I think that, in all honesty, we still have some some ups and downs to come. So it really depends on you know what I mean, how you're kind of viewing the market at this point. So if you're thinking that we're at a point to where like we're really good and you're super confident with it right now, I probably wouldn't be. That'd just be my personal opinion. I don't know what gives everybody the confidence. I think it's just because we bounced in and we keep bouncing around this range. But sometimes you bounce to go back down, and sometimes you bounce to go up. But I think in this instance, if you do know like the economics of what's kind of going on and kind of been tracking the chart like we've been tracking the chart, you can see that some of our zones are still holding as of right this second. So that's bullish for us, especially after us seeing not one but two neutral candles, and then as we're also right here increasing on our smart money that's coming into the market too. So we have a lot of different catalysts that are kind of pushing us forward at this point right now. So I think that for me, I'm somewhat bullish just because of the smart money that's increasing slowly inside of the market right this second, and also the neutral candles on our MACD. We're just starting out the week right now, so what's interesting enough is one, we closed the last week's candle out right at the resistance level, so we went right above, and then we came directly down. So we went to about 2.69 trillion, and then we wicked up around like 2.62 to 2.64, so wherever you want to really call it at. Once we open this week's candle, you can see where we opened at. We opened at about 2.61 or so, and that's pretty much around or a little bit below our target range of support that we're trying to actually flip right now. And right now, it's a little bit above support level right this second. Yeah, you see the wick from the rejection, but we're literally just beginning the week. So this week is really going to tell, like, do we get the push now, or are we going to get pushed down once again and have to consolidate for a little bit? And like I said, kind of go right into this, what do we call it, grind, a hot pocket? Go right into this hot pocket, and then kind of get some volume and push up from there. So that's what we're kind of looking at right this second. So hopefully we can, you know what I mean, do as best as we can, and just keep traveling down the road.
Yeah, it's so far nice. Start to the week. Definitely looking bullish in a sense. Everything else, economically, kind of quieted down a little bit. Not too much talk, um, or anything really affecting the crypto market in a sense, um, like a major catalyst that we had last week or a week and a half ago with the tariffs, and it's still, not out of the question, but definitely a good start so far.
No, most definitely. Yeah, I was just since we're multi-streaming, I wanted to make sure that it actually is going out to all the locations that we sent it out to, and it looks like it is. So I'm even more bullish on OBS. Let's go. Like I'm sorry guys, I'm just super excited about this and be able to go live on all these platforms. Oh shit! Somebody commented on Twitter and said "win dump." So, man, I mean, if we can track it out, man, hopefully, I would hope for us not to get a dump. If we do get a dump, I think that it probably pops underneath that level that we're traveling on this green uptrend line, and then probably goes back up from there. Hopefully, that's my wait a minute, we have the smooth moves in the background. What am I doing? Oh, that's not it. That's not it. That's not the jazz.
Yeah, but look at it. Look at the past couple of weeks, right? It just stayed.
Hold on 1 second, bro. We definitely need a
Yeah.
better song than that, and I just can't continue for.
All right.
Like that song.
I didn't even hear it.
All right, I can deal with this one. All right, what's that?
No, I was saying, look at the past couple of weeks. We're just sitting around that hot pocket range, right?
Yeah.
Bounced off of that support line. It wicked down below it a little bit, and then it got ate right back up. So, could it happen? Very much so, depending on what catalyst what gets rolled out, but or I guess whatever Trump says, does, or tweets. But
Right.
um,
Trump's controlling what the narrative
yeah,
is right this second.
exactly. So, but as it looks right now, we're just sitting on that resistance line and holding steady for the
So
time being.
look, so what you've kind of been learning and just gauging from paying attention to charts so far. What do you gauge will be the next movement of the chart? We're starting at the beginning of the week, so this is a really good chance for you to kind of get like your, and it doesn't to be honest, like I feel like predictions are hard to do at this point. You know what I mean? You're newer to the TA scene, trying to get you situated, but just from your mild experience from doing a little bit of TA on charts, man. How do you view this one, and where do you think it's going?
Honestly, I think it can, bounce up a little bit and stay above that resistance. Um, you have your MACD is starting in that like lighter red area, so it's transitioning into the neutral area to where it could potentially turn green, and then you got smart money coming, you know, trickling in on the that bottom smart MCDX indicator. So essentially, I think it'll pop up a little bit.
Yeah, I think that right now that's why we've been calling it this hot pocket. As long as we don't go out of the range of this hot pocket as we named it right here. So I think best case scenario for this is even with the market state that it has right now, even if it within this week comes down, let's just say out of nowhere, we get Trump tariff news out of nowhere and it starts to go down and it even comes down a little bit lower than this. As long as it goes down, like bounces at least on this support, goes back up, and it starts to transition over before this week candle closes. I think that we're still solid because we're still maintaining this uptrend that we've been on for about 2 years. So as long as we can keep maintaining this uptrend, then we're good. The time that it takes for us to kind of transition and kind of teeter totter up and down, up and down, up and down, getting rejected. Once we pop, we're gonna pop up and above this level. We may come down to retest again though. I'm feeling like, but other than that, we're gonna, you know what I mean, kind of consolidate, and then we'll get more volume, and then we'll have our next leg up. But I think more so it's going to use this as a support level more than anything else. But we'll see how that ends up panning out, though. You know what I mean? It's not always how I think it is. But I know that you got an article that you wanted to share with us too. So let's go ahead and actually, no, not in the article. Let's jump into the crypto bubbles first. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, and if we take a look at the crypto bubbles, I got a little bit of a delay, so I'm just double checking, make sure you have them up for our viewers.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you got Bitcoin, the big guy right there. He's 3.3% up for the day. It's been kind of bouncing up and down. We're back below 85,000. Not too far though. Sitting at 84,670 for Bitcoin. Still up 6.5 for the week. You got Ethereum, 0.6%, 3.9% up for the week. Back over that 1,500 range, back over that 1,600 range. So Ethereum sitting at 1,623. Let me see what else we got. Sol's taking a little bit of a hit today. $128.23 for one Sol, down 1.6%, but it's still up 17.6% for the week. XRP, you're sitting at $2.12, down 0.6%, but again, still up 12.4% for the week. So, I mean, overall, the market's looking not too bad. It's holding its own, squeezed down 3.1% today. Still up 6.6% for the week, sitting at $2.17 per SWI. But I know everybody, we're going to jump into this. This has been the hot topic as of earlier this morning, right? We got Mantra down to 62 cents, and we're going to jump in an article here straight after these crypto bubbles to talk about that. But I don't know how you feel on what you're seeing with the crypto bubbles, Cuff. But like I said, overall, it's not looking too bad. It was a little green, much more green this morning. A little bit of a pullback on some of these coins, but for the most part, see how the rest of the week pans out. It's only Monday.
Yeah, man. It seems like a crazy start. Even though it's not a whole bunch of volume moving through right this second, it's still a lot of like information to digest. Even though there's not a lot of articles and stuff like that, you have to digest the fact that the market's not moving right this second. You know what I mean? So like it's staying in the same spot, which means it's consolidating. Consolidation can mean either good or bad news. We're either going up or down. Usually when we get consolidation, right? So that's what we're kind of in for at this point. I feel like so we're in for a bit of consolidation, which we've been traveling in this range now. It looks like with smart money increasing, that we're trying to go up. And if we can go up and get a nice push from some smart money, and you know what I mean, the market starts moving again, people start making money in some of these alts and some of these meme coins again. The market kind of restarts for a little bit for an additional leg up, and we continue up on this uptrend. But go ahead, Brian. I see you got the article up. What's going on with it?
Yeah, so like I was saying, hot topic of to start the week, we saw Mantra go from a top performer to a collapse, or that's what they're calling it, right? CCN article that you see pulled up here. OM's price crash took the crypto market by surprise. The token with nearly all holders in profit from back and 90% the collapse is also surprising considering recent development in the Mantra ecosystem. The stage launched 108 million fund to support the Real World Assets project. So we saw this token go from sitting at a $6.21 range to below 49 cents. They're comparing this collapse similar to the 2022 Luna crash. Analysts allege that the Mantra team, controlling 90% of OM supply, dumped their holdings, but I believe what they're talking is that it was a SEX that may have forced the liquidation by a large OM holder on a centralized exchange. So this was interesting to read. If you want to, like I said, ccn.com has the article, or you could go to, I think Cointelegraph has the article there as well. But it was interesting to see, how strong of a token, and then all of a sudden overnight, you could see just go from, a top runner to almost a full collapse.
Yeah, it's nasty to see stuff like that, man. And it actually happens often too, man. You you have a lot of big tokens that do well for a little bit, and then they just stop doing well out of nowhere. And you know what I mean. People are just kind of left to pick the pieces up. You know what I mean. That's just how that works in cryptocurrency, because there really isn't any repercussions for anything in cryptocurrency. And I think they kind of explicitly said that they had no intentions, at least right now, going after people for like cryptocurrency crimes, stuff like that. It's not really too much they can do regulation wise. So
Yeah.
it's just interesting, you know what I mean, trying to see how things are going to be panning out moving forward, especially seeing right now. I've explained to you guys that Bitcoin being over 80K seems to be the key to the market being bullish right this second. We're at 84,735 bucks right now. So for us to be maintaining over 80,000 and we're still $4 grand above, trying to push to $5 grand above, that's not bad. So even with Ethereum being at 1629, what do we say our target level for that is that we have to maintain? We said 1600. So we're at 1629, which means that we are either at or above that previous support level that we had going. It dipped below it, came a little bit lower to like 1500, and now it's traveling back up to 1629. And to start the week like that looks to me, it looks bullish until it's not. You know what I mean? Like until we have volume to support the fact that we have a little bit of bullish momentum with the price moving up. You know what I mean? We kind of gotta play it by ear and kind of see what else happens, because the slightest of news can send this to send this back in a negative direction. I feel like so it really just boils down to what comes next in the market, or what comes next out of Trump's mouth, really. So it can be a Twitter post, it can be the simplest thing, you know what I mean, to kind of send the market spiraling down, or to send the market up, because we are in a kind of unique position to where like positive news could send the market up, and possibly in a big way just because of the ranges we're at, and negative news could send the market down. So we're kind of in between a rock and a hard place right now, you know what I mean? So it's interesting, but XRP is above $2, so that's good to see XRP kind of holding up right now. Solana at 129, it's not bad. Up 20% on a 7-day period too is nothing to frown on either. So Solana was taking a beating, but made up a lot of that distance with this 20% gain, which I think that a lot of larger whales and some entities probably getting into Solana with Trump launching that token on Solana and kind of seeing the relevancy from it, and not just it from it being from like pump fun and memes on Solana, kind of pushing the volume and all that like that. So it'll be like I said, interesting to kind of see how things pan out moving forward. So we'll just like I said, play it by ear and then kind of see how we got things going. Let me see. What's Sui doing right now?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Sweet's taking a bit of a hit.
Yeah, down 3.5% on the day.
Yeah, they're taking a little bit of a hit, but that I'm still bullish on Sweet, just as much as I am on Solana.
Yeah, yeah. And real quick, just to let you guys know, we are streaming on multiple different platforms. So we are going on Twitch, we are going on TikTok. We're live on YouTube and we're live on X right now currently. So we're on 4 different platforms right now. If you're on TikTok, feel free to tap the screen. If you guys like the information, you can comment. I can't see your comments coming up, so don't feel like I won't be able to see you guys because we're on multiple platforms. Twitch, if you guys are joining back in, we had about 4K there. It's time to get it back rocking. X, if you guys are there, you guys know you can comment, be interactive. But just like, retweet, share it out if you guys can, and let people know that we're live. And if you guys do like the information, keep tuning in, man. Go ahead and hit me with a follow. We definitely don't bite. We're trying to provide as much information about just cryptocurrency, the market, as possible, and then just give people opportunity to get some wins this year going around. There's going to be a lot of money that's getting thrown around, and there's absolutely no reason that we're not able to be in the center of that. I know I'm going to be in the center of it, but I would like some people to join me to be in the center of, you know what I mean, kind of. I feel like being successful and actually doing something. A lot of people I feel like will be good at crypto because they're either good at numbers or good at like absorbing information, and they just don't know it yet. They feel like it's just too much to understand right this second, and a lot of them kind of, you know what I mean, kind of frown on just jumping right into cryptocurrency. So it's it's an interesting concept, but let's dive back into it and look right at the. Okay, damn, it got me drawing. Of course it does. Turn it off. Oh damn, right. It's left click. All right. So got that off the screen. So like I told you guys, the main level on Bitcoin that we wanted to hold was 80K. So us being above this level and high above this level and being able to actually turn this back to a support level is cool. I like that part. Does that mean that we won't come back down? I've told you guys previously, when you have candles that are basically either consolidating or going up, and you keep having price action rejection, like, which is indicated by these wicks on these candles. Hopefully you guys can see that. Matter of fact, I maybe can even, I think I got that set up. Let me see if my screen actually works on this. So let's transition, see if we can make this bigger. Hopefully that helps a little bit with kind of seeing those wicks. I know sometimes it's a little bit harder to kind of see the tops of those, especially when you're looking at on like a phone or something like that. So as you can kind of look right now, we had a candle that pretty much it broke our support level and then bam, went back up, and then we retraced down from where we were, right? So we came down here. Next candle opened up, went down, and then we ate that dip up, and then we went up from here, right? Still have not, within us going down and then coming back up, we broke back through this level, but we didn't retest this support level. So the main thing that we're going to need to do is possibly retest this support level. So if we're actually going to go up and retest this support level, possibly, it's not saying that it's going to be like right now, you know what I mean? It can be in a little bit, you know what I mean? It can take some time, but with these wicks that I'm seeing right here, us getting rejected around this zone, we're probably going to have a soft level of resistance around this range. that's probably going to be pesky and kind of push us back a little bit. Since we got our main resistance right here at about 89.90K, I'm going to just make this line orange, so this is still going to be resistance too. But this is the current resistance that we're utilizing, and we're actually getting pushed back before we even really get to the resistance because there's a small gap in between that. So does this mean that it can't still push up, go up to this, and possibly go up and then retrace back down? Yeah, it can. It really depends on how much more smart money we get into the market. It's Monday. We could get a random statement or article to come out that can push the market a little bit, but equally on the same side, we can get something that can push this down, which would confirm my thoughts that these wicks are kind of telling us that it wants to pull back at least one more time. And that pullback could be to just retest this level right here to validate it as a support level, which is that's not bad at all. To me, that's not bad. I think that we're still solid at that point if we can come back for a retest, bounce, and then keep consolidating around this range. Even if we consolidate it for a little longer, as long as we held 80K, we're good. And that kind of also goes with my thought process of just the global market cap right now. So if we were to retrace like that on Bitcoin, that would mean that we will be losing the volume totally in the market also, because we lose volume in Bitcoin. A lot of that volume is coming out of this total market cap also. So we pulled back just a bit to where we bounced off of 80K. I feel like we would probably pull down to this range, which we can even go lower to 80K depending on what the news is that comes out. But I feel like if news comes out that we made some type of deal with China or something along that range actually happened, we would still be solid. So that's just my personal opinion. I think something like that kind of catapults the market a little bit. But I mean, I don't know how do you feel about that, Grind? Do you feel like something like that could can kind of take us to a higher place? Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like the only way that Trump pulls this off is if he establishes dominance, which is what he's pretty much trying to do right now, right? So we can identify what he's trying to do. He's trying to get all of the other countries to that he feel like is unfairly taxing or charging us for goods or services or anything else. He wants that to stop, and he wants us to be able to create revenue from what we're doing. So he's willing to put tariffs in place to make that happen, or he's willing to, you know what I mean, kind of, you know what I mean, really like with China, he's really laying it on thick with them, you know what I mean, to get his point across. But they said over 100 countries are reaching out to kind of make things right and get things on the up and up. So it could be a situation to where they you know what I mean, kind of more so fold or not fold, because I think in China's instance they have a lot of leverage right this second. So I think that it'd be a mutual agreement, and Trump shaking hand with China, you know what I mean, kind of making a deal. And if that happens in, let's just say, I say within the next couple of weeks, it's right on schedule for us to have like a really nasty breakout for another leg up. But we would need those catalysts to kind of line up. And I think that Trump kind of making a deal with China is a part of the catalyst that's kind of going to push and propel us to that next level. So that's just my personal thoughts. I say that because, like I said, the amount of volume that we would lose from Bitcoin retesting 80K would be the amount of volume that would draw us back into this hot pocket, kind of bouncing off of this support, revalidating it, and then bouncing up for this squeeze that's incoming. So it could go a few ways, I feel like. So I'm excited about that. Ethereum on the flip side is completely different. The dominance just has not been there. It has tried to bottom out in multiple different locations. So even to get happy right now that it's consolidating around this range while getting rejected right now, it's not easy to do, especially when, unlike Bitcoin, where you can see the smart money actually is going up, Ethereum still has no smart money present right this second, which becomes a problem after a while, which is why I still feel like until we do see smart money and additional volume come into Bitcoin, we still have a very good chance of this pulling back. So it just depends on when we're going to pull back at this point if it keeps going like this, because it's getting rejected right now currently at what it should be. Not even rejected, it's right on, but you can see the wick above it, so it has gotten rejected from being above it. It's like right on this what it should be using as a support level. It's Monday. If we get a pushback on Bitcoin, we're clearly probably going to get a pushback on Ethereum, which could drive us a little bit further into this range of trading between 1600 to about 1200 or so. So it just really all depends. What up, Christine? Yo, and definitely everybody smash that like button, subscribe to all of the platforms we're on. Like I said, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and we are on what's the other one? X, TikTok. What the hell else are we on? Yeah, there we go. X, TikTok, YouTube. Is that the one I left out? Oh no, I did not get paid from X. Well, I'm sure Trump has an inbox full of, when you go up in that folder where you get all the scams at, he has an inbox full of folders asking where's my money at. So we'll see how that ends up panning out, man. Right. So I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of people that probably want their funds. Like, they have GM to death, or you know what I mean, been on TikTok forever, and now they just want their money on it. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at them. So definitely, TikTok does the same thing, and they definitely do not pay you. So every time you're supposed to get paid on TikTok, it gets sent to your PayPal. So I think with YouTube too. YouTube, unless you're not over their threshold for YouTube, YouTube pays out also. So Twitter is trying to be unique, I guess, and then just not pay anybody out. You know what I mean? Like, they're just kind of like, fuck it at this point, right? So so they're just like, yeah, we'll just do this. You guys are good. Hopefully you're cool out there, but yeah, Ethereum's looking rough right now. So I think that especially if Bitcoin pulls back, Ethereum pulls back, and then we get closer to that 1200 range where it's going to be nice for the picking. We do have two neutral candles though, because of the volume bouncing from this like 1400, almost breaking in the 1300 range. So we definitely got some neutral candles, but it can definitely flip back red, as we've seen it do before with this neutral candle going back red and getting a heavier sell-off. This neutral candle flipping back red and getting a heavier sell-off. So that's just kind of the type of market we've been in right this second. So I'm not super convinced. I am saying that we have some bullish signals right this second, but unless it gets confirmed with some volume throughout this week, we're in for a fun ride. So it's either going to be like a we're back baby session followed by damn, I didn't expect this, or I don't know how many we're back babies we're going to see this time, but this is going to be a larger number, probably more than usual. Most definitely.
Wait, so we're not back?
No, man, you know what? We're almost. I feel like we're almost back. As far as Ethereum, nah, we need smart money. We're lacking smart money. We're not back. If you look at Bitcoin is giving we're back type of vibes with the smart money going up. Two neutral candles. We're looking like we're attempting to try to cross on MACD. We actually did go up and above the resistance that we had, because we went down, which caused this to be a resistance, went up and above, broke through, and got another candle going up towards the next resistance level. So that's beautiful on Bitcoin. But a pullback on Bitcoin could bring it back just to retest the support level. A pullback on ETH will bring it back to a new local low for ETH. You know what I mean? For a lot of tokens, honestly, this brings it back to a low from where it was previously. So look, Sui even did good. See, Sui had almost like a Bitcoin like reaction because if you see, it went down and below what it was using as support, bounced up and above it, like it like broke through, and then it went right to the next level of resistance, and then got rejected, came down, and now we're coming back down to retest this level. So as long as Bitcoin only goes down to retest and we don't get a tremendous dump that takes us below our support level again, this will possibly retest, consolidate around this range, and possibly hold this like 210 to like 235 range. So it's actually pretty bullish, especially with the smart money like slowly going to being flat here, increasing, and then slowly going down just a little bit with that pullback. So if we can start to increase again, it can definitely push to the upside. Let's check out XRP. XRP is the little engine it could right now. It's holding. You know what I mean? It already had its moment to where it should have held the support. It broke the support, went down significantly, bounced back up, went up, got rejected and pushed back down to support, and then reopened above this support level. So right now we're above the support level. So this is good. Nothing to be mad about right now, right? You know what I mean? Because we're above support. But if we push down on Bitcoin and the market starts to push down, this could also reject, causing this to be a rejection, which could continue pushing back down towards this red channel right here, which is at like 156 or so, breaking that $2 range. So that's only if Bitcoin continues down. If Bitcoin consolidates or tries to continue up and break that next resistance level, then this will probably consolidate and continue to try to push up within this range. But if it does push down, then we're going to come back in between this $2 to $1.50 range for XRP.
Yeah, you know what I like looking at that though is you got the MACDs going towards neutral, but you still got that smart money, steadily pushing up in there.
Yeah, no, I'm just excited overall just about the market, bro. Like, I think that we got big money coming in ahead of us. We're holding at $80,000 before a bull run is even really declared in the market. We've had spurts of volume, but I don't even really think that was a bull run. So we've got a lot more to kind of, I feel like, tackle in the market. I don't know how you feel about it, but I just don't feel like this is definitely not the peak. This is definitely not it.
No, and
you had another article up, don't you?
Yeah, and I got a few sleepers. Like I said, the Swee's got a lot of room to run. And then once meme coins come, really, I think meme coins are still being slept on right now just because of the way the market is. But once they get to take off, there's plenty of bullish sentiment when that comes back around. But as for the article, again, it's through ccn.com. It's pretty much what it's breaking down is crypto investments feel U.S. tariff whiplash with the 795 million and continued outflows. So where was I? Tariff on, tariff off. So according to the latest CoinShares report, crypto investments have seen just over 795 million in net outflows, marking the third consecutive week of decline. The ongoing global trade war and subsequent freeze under President Trump have left investors navigating a period of uncertainty. So again, the market is bullish in a way, but also kind of, I think investors in both the stock market and the crypto market are just, not sure which direction to go. If they should DCA and eat some dips, or or are they playing it a little more safe and just kind of waiting it out and see how these tariffs play out. So even Bitcoin ETFs are facing a third consecutive month of losses, with 3.56 billion in outflows recorded in February. So, but under the key takeaways, look at that third one. It says Ripple is one of the few assets seeing inflows. So just like I just stated with that MACD, you see a lot of smart money still being pumped into XRP. You don't have retail trying to hold it up. So
Yeah, most definitely. Just for reference purposes, Trump is actually at what is it? Trump's at $7 right now. Trump's at $7 right now, so that's kind of telling. I thought I was gonna hold that 10 um, mark for a little bit, but it didn't do so well. But on the flip side, in the meantime, let's look at in the meantime and kind of see what they got going on right now. So right this second, we're looking at a 3-day chart. So this particular 3-day segment started on the 13th. So started yesterday. So we got today, and then we got the close of tomorrow. So by tomorrow's close, I'm hoping to see either us maintain this range because this is like a soft level of support right here, or at the very least this red candle getting bought back up to this red line right here, which would cause this to be a support. We get closer and closer into squeezing in. You can kind of see it a little bit better when I squeeze the chart a little bit, that we got a squeeze going in on the Bollinger Bands for this. But this is definitely bullish. I think we're at about what is it, 800,000? Yeah, $863,000 market cap right now. Still a little bit light right this second, but Solana's down about 1.5% today. So demand is starting to start flowing in when we start seeing some shifts in meta and stuff like that, and people looking for solid tokens. There's already I don't know if anybody caught the AMA for in the meantime. They actually have one on Twitter. It's still available on their Twitter, and we actually have the link in the description on their link tree if you're trying to get to any of those socials that they have. But if you guys are looking into it and want to dig deeper into it, definitely get into that link tree and pay attention to all of the different social media links they have to stay up to date with what In the Meantime has to offer. But super early project underneath $1 million. Their goal is to get this project above $1 billion market cap. So we're going to be covering it, it looks like, until we get to that point, man. So if we're able to ride that wave up that much, that's about 100x from here. So definitely a lot of revenue to be had on that transition to the upside, right? So you really got to think about the money that can get made on these smaller tokens, especially ones that are solid, got good dev teams, and are building out. What was your Grind? I know you were in that space. What do you think was your biggest takeaway from the In the Meantime space?
well, I was just about to say, if anybody's listening and they have time, I would highly recommend to you go back and listen to that X Space on.
Bruh, like seriously. Grind. Want to hear something funny? They didn't hear you said. Can you hear me? Mic check. Check. First of all, I don't even know if you guys can hear me, so I'm not even gonna talk. I can't talk shit right now. I gotta fix the problem first. Hold on. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, snaps. All right, now I gotta fix the problem with grind. I know how to fix it though, cause I've done this a couple times. Swap, bam. Yo, grind. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I fixed the issue. You already know what happened. I tapped the button and my mixer wanted to take a shit on me, which is cool. You know what I mean? Like it happens sometimes. So guys, I've had this not you're shaking my damn head coming in just right now. Okay. Yeah, but my mixer. Dude, look, seriously, I need you to remix that because see what had happened is I wanted to press a lot of the pretty buttons and I changed the colors so they're prettier than usual. So I just started clicking on shit and yeah. And be quiet, baby fat man. You gotta judge me, man. You seen that I be trying, man. I didn't try to do that. But now, what were you saying originally? You might want to. Oh, not you trying to hit. You know what? Yeah, my buttons are broken. All right, so I'm not touching anything because if I hit a damn button, it's gonna it's gonna glitch to hell. I'm gonna either get a new cord for this. I don't know if it's the cord short or not. I've had it for about like 4 or 5 years at this point, so it's trying to give out on me. A new mixer is on the way. I'm gonna get that Rode mixer. I feel like it's gonna hit the way I need it to. But go ahead and tell me once again because I didn't hear. I don't think they heard. I think the only people that heard were probably you that heard what you said about in the meantime. So tell me once again, man, how are you feeling about that in the meantime token, man? What are your thoughts on it? They didn't. Did you see how the song cut in right there?
space talking with them. So it was a lot packed into probably about an hour. It was about an hour and a half space, maybe 2 hours long. But great, packed with so much information. And let alone the tap to earn game. They had the TikTok swap. It's just utility after utility, all packed into one meme coin.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's all a lot of this stuff is usable right now, and then they're scaling the rest of the business out so that they continue to make more and more revenue for the business. It's like, what else could you be asking for a token that's sitting sub $1 million market cap, like sub $1 million market cap, with aspirations to get above $1 billion? What they're building out and the people they're contacting, the networking that they're doing, I honestly feel like this can become like a way bigger thing. You know what I mean? Like a way bigger thing than just $1 billion market cap token.
You see them in real life too, right? They're working out. I guess. Getting with like the Hard Rock down. Yeah, I just completely had a brain fart. A collaboration, down in Hard Rock, in Hollywood, Florida. You see them advertising at one of the biggest, I guess, club areas or at the Hard Rock there. So I think it's called DR. So they're promoting down there too, in front of real life people as well. So you're getting Web 2, trying to get Web 2 people into Web 3 as well. So it's just I'm bullish, definitely bullish on this one.
Yeah, and I think that this is a sleeper, and people are asleep on it. And if they continue to sleep on it, it's gonna be one of those situations you're gonna wake up. The live stream looks good right now, but it's gonna get a little bit more customized. I'm gonna get some of our faces popping up in the background. Grind's gonna be smiling with a cup of tea in the back. Like we're gonna have some things change around here. I'm just letting you guys know in advance. So don't think we got bougie. In the meantime, just took care of us. Yeah, but no, this is a token to where I'm really excited to see what the future for this token is. We also got Mr. T on Thursday. I know we've been saying it for about 2 weeks now. It feels like it was only a week or so, but we had to postpone, had some time differences. So with those time differences, we had to shift just a little bit. But with the shift comes some goodness. I think that with us having the stream set up a bit different, I think the vibes will be a bit different. It'll actually be fun, real like podcast like setting. So it'll be interesting. I think things should be lit. So look out for that one. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on StreamYard, if I'll do it on this. If he's not comfortable with the setup before as we set it up, then I might just, I might just do it on StreamYard, make it simple. But definitely look into in the meantime, man. They have a lot going for them. Just them accumulating $500,000 to $600,000 more than $100,000 they were going to utilize for mining. I think it was about a 10% rate monthly that they were going to be bringing in, which was about $10,000 at the rate that they were at. That increase puts it at about $50,000 to $60,000 coming in monthly, and they're using a large chunk of that towards buybacks and burns and buying back supply to add to the supply that's going into the game. Kind of creating and making the business as good as they can. So they're definitely using the money the way that they're supposed to be using the money, which is a good sign for me. I'm bullish about that, and I think that honestly we can't ask for too much more in like small cap tokens, like seriously. But other than that, man, we came on a little bit later, man. My girl does have to go to work, so I gotta wrap it up. So this has been a smooth one, though. I don't know if you guys like the change in the setup, man. Please drop some comments, or if you're watching this later on, drop me a comment and let me know what you guys think about the change in the setup, man. Can I do anything different? Can we change anything else up, man? We're trying to change, evolve, get better, stuff like that. But Grind, what you got on the menu, man? What's on your mind before we get out of here?
Appreciate everybody tuning in like always. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. I think we're going to be on X tomorrow, so it's not going to be a stream setup. So come through on X, interact, come up, discuss. We don't bite. So, and then look out for other streams as we go throughout the week. We're usually trying to get out Monday through Friday. So set your notice, like, comments, all that good stuff. Come through.
Yeah, definitely, man. Come check us out, man. We normally put out a TV guide, actually Web3 guide rather. You may look at it as a TV guide if you're older, or the older variety. You know what I mean? So. But other than that, man, we'll let you guys know when we're gonna go live. What's next, stuff like that. I'll try to get it posted out earlier. This was a bit later. We were working on this setup, and I think it was worth the work. I don't know what you guys think, but definitely want to say, wait, hey, Mama Cup, what? Where you say that? Where's she at? I ain't see her comment. Somebody
No,
comment.
I think she was saying hello because you said she gotta go to work.
Okay, yeah.
You gotta go to work.
Sure. I'm like, where? I ain't see her. She's sneaking around. But no, you guys enjoy the rest of your night, man. This has been a good one. We're out of here, and we will see you guys next time.
I started off in Brooklyn.